Hey guys, Casper here from the Geek Home. I'm just going to do a quick review for Ahsoka episode 4 to 6. I did a review for episode 1 to 3 a while back, a week or two back, and I just want to do a review now for episode 4 to 6 like I said I would. I'm going to also do a review for episode 7 and 8 when they come out. It's the final one, and then we'll do a little bit of spoiler talk after that at the end of that video. So these reviews I try and do as being completely spoiler free for the most part, so that if you wanted to still watch the show you could watch these and not have anything really spoiled for you. So yeah, Star Wars Ahsoka episode 4 to 6. I personally think it just continues on the good trend that's been going. I really enjoyed the first 3 episodes, and I've really enjoyed episode 4 to 6. Episode 4 is has a bit more action to it. It has some lightsaber fights. First time we really see more choreographed lightsaber fights now. We did see some in episode 2 or 3 as Sabine and the evil lady fought each other. So we did see a little bit, but in this one we see a lot more now. There's quite a bit more. In episode 4 it's got a bit more choreographed fighting, and I really liked it. I think it's a good return to the more original style of lightsaber fighting. I wasn't that big a fan of the prequels lightsaber styling. It was just too over the top for me. It didn't really focus on sword styles as such, and this is where this is a bit cooler. This feels more like they're trying to focus on like samurai. I'm no sword expert obviously, but it feels like they're speaking more on samurai ninja style, and then maybe some medieval knight style with Bale and Skull. It feels a bit more like that, feels a bit more controlled, feels a bit more like the actual fighters are using real techniques to actually fight. So I've really enjoyed that. Special effects once again still really good. The sets are really good, the props, everything just looks really good, the costumes, everything really just, I think they spent quite a lot of money on this. It seems like they spent a lot more money than on shows like Obi-Wan, which felt a little quite cheap to me, to be honest. So yeah, everything is really up there. I think personally, in terms of the plot at the moment, there's still a lot to do. We've gotten a little bit of progression. So there are some things that happened which I think were a little bit unexpected, especially with Sabine, but nothing that breaks character with her. I think it sticks to her character type and exactly how she generally was in Rebels. Once again, if you haven't watched Rebels and you're watching the show, you really need to watch Rebels season 4. I cannot even imagine watching this without having watched season 4 of Rebels. So I really think if you want to watch this show, just watch season 4 of Rebels. You don't have to watch the rest necessarily, although I would recommend you do. It's a very good show in my opinion. But season 4 I would highly recommend watching, because it's a complete sequel to that. And then yeah, I mean the plot. Okay, so in the 4th episode it's got a bit faster in terms of action stuff. The 5th episode slows down things a lot. And it connects with things that we had in Rebels, sort of a specific place. It seems to connect with that, and it does things that we've only seen them do in Rebels so far. Things that most people are going to be like, oh wait, this is completely different. Obviously if you've seen Rebels you know that it connects to that. So it was really good to see that. Slows down stuff a lot, but it had really good stuff that happens in it, and I really enjoyed a specific older character returning this time. His sort of facial, what do they call it, de-aging, is a lot better than it was in Obi-Wan. They did a lot more work on that. It's still not perfect as some of the guys, the fans and stuff, have been able to do, but it's quite good. They did spend a lot more time on it. And yeah, so overall episode 4 was good. Episode 5 slows things down, but it's really good, focuses on character building, specifically with Ashoka. Brings a bit in with Jason Syndulla, which is Hera's son, and Kanan Jarrus' son, who died in Rebels. Oh shit, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Who may have died in Rebels. So yeah, so there's stuff that happens with him. We get a little bit of stuff with him, which is pretty cool. I was a bit worried about that character, but it seems that they're just approaching it not too heavily and just going slow with that, so it's good. So yeah, and then episode 6 progresses things again more. It's a bit faster episode, not a lot of action, a bit more action, but it does progress the plot more. We get a bit more insight into certain things of the story. There's still very much things in the dark, to be honest, motivations and everything of characters, which we don't really understand. It's all very obscure, which is sometimes a bit annoying, but whatever, I'm fine, I'm just going with it. I'm enjoying the show as I'm watching it, so that's all fine. So yeah, overall I'm gonna say I would highly recommend watching Ahsoka. I think so far up to episode 6 it's really good. I know episode 7 I believe is out now. We'll be doing a review for 7 and 8, and I hope it ends up being really, you know, satisfactory towards the end. And I don't know what will happen in terms of second seasons and stuff. Obviously writer's strike probably delayed that. I know that's supposed to be over now, so maybe we'll get things going again with stuff starting to sort of move again. So yeah, I highly recommend watching it. If you're into tabletop gaming, geek stuff, t-shirts, pop figures, board games, all kinds of stuff like that, check out our website geekhome.co.za. We have a store based in Milton Park, Victoria, and yeah, just check us out. We sell everything on our online store, also geekhome.co.za, and please like and subscribe to this channel, and then I'll see you next time. Enjoy.